All right, guys, welcome to Squeak Factor. This is your Serena. I am with Luke as well as Tomas of the Blacklist regulars. Hi, guys.
Hello, how's it going? How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for a couple bits of a couple bits of time from you guys tonight. I'm totally babbling right now. You wouldn't know it, but we've been actually talking for the last 5 minutes, and I was so not babbly, and then I'm like, wait, what? So, guys, uh, that show you guys did last week at the Forge in Joliet was awesome.
Oh, thank you so much. Really appreciate you saying so.
I mean, I was an instant fan.
That's great. I mean, we kind of got asked to do it, and we saw the lineup of bands, and we were like, hell yeah, we're gonna go out. So we've been out a few times, and we really enjoy playing out there. It's a great venue, and it's great rock crowd to play in front of. So it seemed to go down pretty well. So we're happy.
Absolutely. And it was amazing. My assistant for the night was just completely blown away. She's like, who is this? It's the opener. We
Oh,
need to know them.
maybe. Well, that's what we're trying to do. None of us are from the States, so we've basically put the band together in the last year, and we're just trying to get out as much as humanly possible, and play the right type of shows. But we've all kind of been doing this in our own respective countries, so we're just basically starting again with a new project, a new band, and it's really good to get out and play like that in front of rock fans.
Definitely. Absolutely. So you said you guys are not from here. Where are you from?
I'm from Ireland.
And the rest of the band, we are all from South America, from Venezuela.
Very cool. I was trying to
Yeah.
figure out your accent, and I'm like, oh, do I ask or do I just wait? I'll wait. So,
Yeah, we are all Spanish speakers from back home, Venezuela, but it's a different accent than the Mexican one, so it's a really tricky one.
a little bit. A little bit.
Yeah.
So, I guess, guys, tell me a little bit about you guys. How old were you when you started singing? How old were you when you started when you first picked up an instrument? What did you pick up first?
Well, I'll go first, I think. Yeah, I started playing guitar when I was about 11, and I kind of really haven't looked back since. Although I've gravitated more to being the front man in a lot of the bands that I've been in the last while. I kind of I think that's where I'm most comfortable. And Tomas played a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I started at the same age, I think at age 8 or 9, to play guitar as well. My brother, that is the bass player in the band, started with the guitar as well. But soon enough, I gravitated towards the drums. He kept playing guitar for a while, and now he's doing the bass in the band. But it's about that age, about 8 to 10.
That's awesome.
And we had that shared influence. I think the first record that we both gelled on was we were both huge Guns N' Roses fans.
Okay.
And stuff like that, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, all those bands, we kind of bonded over that type of stuff. So we're all kind of drawing from the same musical pool, I think.
How neat is that? That's amazing. Okay, so you actually already got my next question. Um, did you guys kind of plan on the Blacklist regulars when, you guys, and you already answered this one. So where did the name come from?
The name, well, okay, first of all, it's really hard to pick a band name that someone else hasn't picked. So, I was relentless on that one to try and find something that I kind of felt represents us being not from America, being immigrants in America, and also to you ever heard of being blacklisted for immigrants originally in America?
Yes.
So it's something along those lines. It's kind of a pun on that, But also as well, it came down to I think it suited the music that was coming out. It sounded rock and roll. It kind of described us from our geographical location, and it kind of suited it suited the band, and it also, no one had picked it. No one had thought of it. So, which is a hard thing, because these days you got to get everything to line up your social media, and it's like, well, if somebody suggests a band, it's like, well, which one? Which Blacklist? There's one in France, there's one in,
Right.
So, both, I think it suited everything that I wanted it to suit,
Right.
Tick boxes.
Okay. If either one of you guys, when did I guess, and I'm sure you probably worked other jobs outside of working outside of Blacklist regulars, but when did you know you mostly wanted to just go into music? Was it at a young age when you first started playing, or like when did you want to know you wanted to go into like music full time, or play professionally, like get up on
But for
stage, open up for and Adelaide This Way, Dead Set Society, Manifest, and late night fights.
Well, for me, I was playing music was always a secondary job. I would play in the bars and clubs at night, and then I started to get into like wedding bands and stuff like this, and I kind of did a few years of sort of paying my dues, doing that sort of stuff, and I did an original project in Ireland, and I was lucky enough to get a lot of it playlisted, and it charted in Ireland, and I had a number 2 album in the charts. And once it kind of hit that, I was like, this is what I want to do professionally. And my wife moved back to the United States, and as a result, I went with her.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like we're starting again, but I have this sort of, there's some experience there a little bit in doing it professionally. So I just, the American market is so much considerably bigger than the Irish market. And it's the place for rock and roll, it's the place for rock music. I don't know what Tomas says to this.
Yeah, it's something along those lines. When I was back home, I get involved with music, and soon enough, playing the drums started to take more and more time of my day or my weeks. And my other job was a company that worked for live shows, renting equipment for live shows. So one of the jobs fit each other for new gigs. So I've been involved for the scene back home in Venezuela in the music business a lot. So there, for the last 5 years since I was there, I just did drummer and musical related stuff.
Awesome.
And Tomas was playing on a lot of other people's records as well.
Yeah, as a drummer, I had my band there when I wrote the music and stuff, but I did a lot of session drumming in for other artists and friends back home, so that was really cool.
I guess, okay, let me see here. Have you guys, like, what would be, like, I guess your favorite venues to play, like, here in the States?
Well, so far, the venues that I think we've most enjoyed playing, we got to play at Lincoln Hall, and I think everyone really liked that, and we always enjoy playing the Forge.
Yeah,
we've played that
definitely
a few times now, and just, we love the staff, and we love the crowd, and love all the bands that play there, You kind of feel most at home playing there, but we still haven't played a lot of places. We've kind of only played in and around the Chicago area, and we've gone a little bit outside to the suburb areas, but hopefully, after we release our album, probably just before the summer months, we should be getting out in a much bigger way.
That's exciting.
So that's kind of it. Yeah. We can't wait to do that. So we're looking to probably go, Ohio and Detroit and Wisconsin and a lot of the neighboring states, and kind of check out the rock scene there, or hopefully get our foot in the door and, possibly some openers there for some bigger bands, or, we'll have to see what happens. We're kind of we're at the point at the moment where we're just getting the songs ready to narrow it down to going into track an album. So that's kind of where we're at now in the setup of it,
Definitely. Let me see here. So I guess maybe like depending on your like answers and stuff like that. So you guys have opened for Out of This Way. Have you opened for any other bands?
We opened for Citizen Zero a couple of months ago in the Forge as well. Who else did we open for? We opened for a few bands that came in, Forever and Never, that were coming in from Nashville. Apparently they have quite a good name for themselves. And a band called Radner, we opened up for them with the same booking agent. They were coming in from Nashville as well. I think they're actually on tour at the moment with Palais Royale. I think that's the name of the band. They're with Sumerian Records.
Okay.
So they seem to be kind of on the way up at the moment. So I mean and obviously Dead Set Society were on the same bill as Adelita's Way, which was awesome to open up with those guys as well. But so far that's been the openers that we've done, you know.
Have you guys like ever seen them play any like tour pranks on each other? I always like to ask that kind of question.
Have we seen them do what?
Like play any pranks or like on other bands, or have they played any pranks on you guys?
I know what you mean. I think between the guys that are on tour, there's a few things going on. But we, you know, as we said, we were just there for the day on that opener. So, although they look like everybody got on really well, you know, so I'm pretty sure there's some stuff going on there. But we're just on the outside looking in at the moment, you know.
Yes, I do. You know, I guess, how do you, what would you say if, like, because you guys have been here for how long now? Are you enjoying, like, the Chicago nightlife?
Yeah, I've been here for about 2 years. It's very, very different, Ireland. It's a huge adjustment. Everything's just a lot bigger. But it's great. It's great, actually. I was only home recently for about a week or so, and it's so small by comparison, you know. And there's still so much of the city we probably still haven't seen. But, you know, I suppose the nightlife and stuff like that, we just get out when we're playing at clubs and stuff like that and check it out. I'm sure there's a ton of places we haven't even ventured into. Sure. I was only saying to Tomasi today, I was naming a bunch of venues that was like, we haven't gone to those yet, you know. Chicago was just it's so big, but I feel as though as a city it just has so much to offer, you know.
It does, definitely. I feel like I want to see you guys at Reggie's Rock Room too.
Oh, great. We would love to do that, yeah.
Now that I've put it out there, if they're listening, when we play this interview live on the air, if they're listening, Reggie's Rock Room, we need to make it happen because these guys are awesome.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I must ask, what do you guys do to stay kind of like tight knit other than like yell at each other?
Oh, yeah, we were just discussing that today. I was like, well, what else do we do in our like downtime to sort of stay together, like tight knit, like, you know, do we go out? We socialize a little bit. Myself and Tomas socialize probably most. Alejandro lives close by, and you know, we do like dinners, and you know, sometimes we go to movies and we do stuff like that. But you know, our focus is primarily music, you know, and that's really we have a set of goals this year, and we know how hard we have to work to achieve those things, you know. It's very difficult to get going in anywhere, or for people to know your name. It takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of people saying no to you, and then eventually giving you an opportunity to, you know, like for instance at the Forge last week, you know, that's an opportunity for us. We may get another opportunity in another few months, and it's just about us being persistent. So, you know, we've all kind of done the being in bands on an amateur level and going out and partying late at night and all that kind of stuff, and we know what it takes in order to, you know, push it up to a professional level, and the kind of a lot of that stuff goes by the wayside, you know.
Yeah.
Well, now that we think about it, we do spend the holidays always together, right?
Yeah.
Because we all been here like the same amount of time, so we know each other since we got here. So it's like a little own family here in Chicago, because it's the people that we know the longest. So we do spend a lot of time together. So every holiday, Thanksgiving, New Year's Eve, Christmas, we do all spend it together.
That's awesome.
We spend way too much time together. I'm just realizing. Shit, we're never going to be pushing for a tour bus. So how's that going to end?
Oh gosh, you guys are hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't want to totally take up a whole lot of your night, because I mean, I'm sure that, you know, it's like 6:20 for us, so I'm sure it's still dinner time. And we need to, you guys probably have a lot of stuff to do too. So I'm going to kind of like wrap it up just a little bit. Where
Okay.
do you kind of see the band in 5 years from now?
Where do we see it in 5 years? We'd like to be doing all the big rock stuff. We'd like to be involved in all the big rock events. And we'd love to see ourselves with a signed label or, independently being distributed. We'd love to build a following, at least in a regional capacity, if not, across the United States. But, I guess you can hope for these things and work towards them, but it's just a question of how people perceive you as a band, and whether they buy into what you're doing or not, So that would be, for me, the goal is to live off of music,
There you go.
That would be number one.
Yeah, I think 5 years from now we will be right in the edge of doing the third album.
Yeah.
In my mind.
We have to hear each other.
And being able to play the Riot Fest and the open air with the bands that we love.
Yes, please. I love
Was
Chicago.
that?
I said, yes, please. I love Chicago open air.
Yeah, and we're raging because we didn't get to see that we didn't get tickets for it, and why we didn't get tickets for it the last time it was here.
Yeah, I want to see the bill this year to see who is going to be there.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen who's going to be there yet, and I'm like itching. I need to know.
Yeah. Last year had a great lineup last year, so hopefully I'm sure it's going to be as good this year.
That's awesome. What else if I were to ask, what else would you want the loyal Radio Riffs listeners to know about the Blacklist regulars?
We're just a really hard-working band, and we really like, here's the difficulty. It's hard to get people to pay attention to anything for more than 10 seconds these days.
Oh my God, you're not kidding.
I blame social media / every show that's on TV. But I find myself doing it. I find myself doing it also, So I don't know. We're genuine people with, I feel like, a good music sensibility, and if you like bands like Alice in Chains and Guns N' Roses and Velvet Revolver, you probably will like us. And come check out a show if we happen to be playing near you guys at any point, and see for yourselves.
So I'm going to ask one silly question before I start getting into like the social media details where people can follow the Blacklist regulars. And this is like my one silly question that I like to ask in every single interview that I do. If you guys were to see the Blacklist regulars on a cartoon and you had the choices of The Simpsons, American Dad, or Family Guy, what would you pick? And Tomas, you guys can both pick something different. You don't have to agree, whatever you want.
If we have to pin the band to a show?
Yeah.
As a cartoon.
Dad.
American Dad?
I guess you said American Dad, not American God. Tomas thought you said American Gods, which is a very dark, very dark show. And he's a real fan of it. But you answer that one first.
I would say American Dad.
Okay.
Because the alien is there, and I always think our music got somehow something futuristic about it, or maybe it's not in my mind, but I like to see it that way. So I will lean to that one.
I would have picked I'm a big fan of American Dad, so I would have just gone that way instead of pure comedy. Comedy writing.
It is pretty awesome.
Yeah. It could be a subplot story to one of Roger's subplot stories with a different character or something. Maybe he could be the manager or something like that.
I could totally see that. That would be amazingly awesome.
Yeah. Those ones are the best.
They are. Guys, I can't thank you enough. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it here first on this week's Factor and on Radio Riff. Now, if you guys want to make sure that you're keeping up with the Blacklist regulars, you need to go on Facebook, Facebook.com.
Okay.
And put in the little search engine for the Blacklist regulars and go from there. You guys can find them on, let me see here. I had everything written down. Where did my paper go? That's not cool. Okay, there is the blacklistregulars.com, twitter.com/blacklistregular, blacklistreg, and then Instagram, blacklistregulars, and then, let me see here. Oh, the YouTube channel. Yes. YouTube.com, and then that's /blacklist regulars. You guys can keep up with the band. You can shout out to them on their social media. They might shout back. You never know.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Serena. It was really great to talk to you, and it was great to meet you at the show. We hope to see you at some more shows soon.
Definitely. And then we'll get our band selfie so I can post it up on social media too.
Fantastic.
All right, guys. Thank you. Like I said, I
Thank
like to
you.
keep interviews kind of short, sweet, fun, to the point.
No, that's great. That's great. I hope we did